It's 10:15. We'll call the Clinton County Drainage Board meeting to order. First item is approve our minutes from January 20th. Have a motion to approve.
Move to approve the minutes.
Second.
All right, motion carries 3-0 on those. Next item is the Kirkland Liquor Store drainage review.
Yes, good morning, gentlemen. We've got a proposal here before us for a new liquor store in Kirkland. There you can see it, it's the corner of Monroe Street and Main Street. Main Street is, of course, 421. The site has had buildings on it before, but they're looking to remove all of that concrete and foundation work and construct a new store. I don't know if we have a representative here tonight. Very good. If you'd like to come up and introduce yourself and tell us about your project.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Brian. I'm with Elevation Construction. I'm working with Mindy and Jason Sheeman on 116 South Main Street in Kirkland. I've been working with Gary Ladd, who's the civil engineer for that project. Are you Dan?
Yes.
Okay, and Dan and Gary have been going back and forth. We had been told that we needed to contact NDOT to work with them to tie into a structure that's located on the southeast corner of Monroe and Michigan Road, or 421. We were unable to get any agreement with them due to the fact that they don't want anybody tying into their structure due to the existing condition of the structure. It's like falling apart, apparently. So with several communications between NDOT and with Dan and with Gary, they had come up with a potential option, which is what we're asking for today, to try to handle the storm drainage on that property. And it consists of basically a long dry well in the landscape bed on the north-south portion of US 421 in between. And I don't know, I can't tell you specifically if it's in the right-of-way. I think it's out of the right-of-way.
I think it's out of the right-of-way.
Yeah, so that's the only thing that we could come up with. We talked to the town of Kirkland. I went to a meeting for a variance and was able to talk to their superintendent of utilities. And he said that there was a storm structure that they had put in to handle some water to the property to the north. There was a lot of pooling water and everything, so they put in a 6-inch SDR line that runs south down to the, not Monroe, but the next street, and then daylight's in a pond. So we didn't feel like that was the best from a size capacity and then feasibility of what we were trying to achieve. So this is what I believe, Dan, you and Gary came up. I know Gary was working with a consultant on, you know, the whole
Came up with
project.
the best we thought we could come up with.
So I'm kind of at your guys' mercy. We're at this point. We don't really have any other options. So we're just asking that you guys take a look and give us the necessary approvals. Everything else is in plan. We're ready to go. We're ready to start the project. We just need to get this item resolved.
All right, thank you. Yeah, the area in red there that you see on your map is the area with this detention in it. It's pretty good for what we could get. You know, the site was very restrictive, not having an outlet, NDOT not letting us go to that outlet. It's basically 470 square feet of area there. Calculations indicated required would be 89 cubic feet. We were able to achieve 188 cubic feet. So we do have way better storage than was ever there before. So I think this is the best mitigation we could come up with, and I would recommend we approve the plan and get these folks moving on down the road for the town of Kirkland.
Okay.
I actually am very good with it. I'm somewhat familiar.
I hope so.
So I'll make the motion that we move forward with this after Dan's recommendation.
I'll second the motion.
All right, motion carries 3-0, and we'll see if we can get some more liquor in Kirkland.
I don't know if that's needed or not, but that's
What was the last name, sir?
Beck, and it's Elevation Construction and Management.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, gentlemen.
Good.
Yep. All right, next item is variance request for Prairie Creek Watershed. Take us through that, please.
We have a drainage request to reduce the right-of-way. I believe the petitioner's here if he'd like to come up and talk about his project.
All right, I'm Kyler Hancock. Basically, what we want to do is build probably split the property in this area somewhere and put a house, barn dominium, some sort of a dwelling there, split that, rezone for residential. And then we're, I know there's a 75-foot variance now, we're trying to get that to 25-foot to get as much room as we can here for everything that we need to do, so I don't know where else to go with that, but.
Okay. We have looked at this, and you can see there on your map, not one close by here, but the red line represents the 75-foot existing, is that correct?
Yes.
And the proposed would be the 25-foot right-of-way. We have allowed 25 in the past. I'm recommending here that we drop it to a 50-foot right-of-way to give us more room. There's a pond on the other side there, which makes it a little more difficult to get down through there to maintain the ditch if we need to get in there. I would support a 25-foot reduction of the right-of-way, taking it down to 50 feet. But the board can certainly discuss that with Mr. Hendricks here.
Will that allow, if it goes to 50, I'm just looking at the 50, it still looks like you'd probably have enough room in that back corner to build a structure that would fit there. Does that seem reasonable?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we haven't gotten real deep into exactly what we're gonna do. Just trying to get as much room as we can, plus, we would have to deal with well and septic as well, so, room for a finger system and all that kind of thing there is really what we would.
Oh, so this wouldn't be on city utilities?
No, this is
Okay.
county, and it's not close enough to get
Yeah,
that, so.
I see, if you look at it, Dan's perspective is that with that pond on the, I'll call it the east side, the right side, the only access point to the ditch is through that side.
I understand.
So, gentlemen, any other questions, comments?
You mentioned septic system. We have in the past allowed septic systems, since they are underground, to be in some of that right-of-way.
That was my question.
So we could stay
Yeah,
with the
that was
50,
gonna
and then
ask
if he
that as
needed
well.
that space, he could come back and tell us what's going on there and show us how it's gonna work in there. And we could allow for that to be
Okay.
installed
Specific.
there. There is one thing which is off of this particular topic, but fencing has been installed in the right-of-way. That does require a permit from our office to install that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was there when we bought the property.
Okay. But just for future, if you're gonna build a fence or anything like that, you will need to come for the board, because we
Right.
regulate everything within that right-of-way.
Okay.
So what if we go with the surveyor's recommendation of 50, and then you start working through your project and see how they can make it fit within that right away, and then if you need to come back, we'll see if we can accommodate working, if you need
Okay.
extra space for your fingers or something like that.
Okay,
Something-
yeah, we haven't gotten that deep
Yeah.
into planning yet, so we're,
Sometimes what we've done in the past is right there, if there is something right in that little area, we will allow that in that specific area,
That portion.
okay,
still maintaining our right-of-way through there.
right, okay. All right, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. We have a motion to amend the right-of-way from 75 to 50 feet.
So moved.
Second.
All right, motion carries 3-0.
Great.
Yeah, work through your project and just, you can work with
Yeah,
Dan
that way.
and see, try to
Just
make it.
contact
happen.
our office when you see if there's an issue we need to work
Yeah.
with, let us
Okay.
know.
Show us where it's at.
All right, yeah, sounds good, thank you.
Need some
Welcome.
signatures on this, gentlemen?
Once they sign this, you'll be able to pick up a copy in our office after this meeting.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, next item is the Sims Roger Frank Powell easement agreement.
I'll let you run that one, you're a little up to speed.
Yeah, so we talked about this previously. This is between two watersheds, the Sims Rogers watershed and the Frank Power watershed. I believe Mr. Brewer has some involvement in this. We're working on installing a tile between the two watersheds to relieve some pressure, off of the, Frank Powell watershed, the tile, it's a long stretch of tile that, would ideally need replaced, would be very expensive to replace it. The head end of it, actually pretty much the whole stretch of it is overwhelmed and holds water for a long time. I think, Tim can put up an aerial, picture here from Beacon that shows that, holding water. Yeah, you can see the, kind of the right side of the screen there shows it, backed up pretty good, and we have several years of photography that show that, holding water. So what we're here with today is, a drainage easement between, two different, owners in that area. A perpetual drainage easement to, install a tile through that area between the two watersheds.
I think it's going to be a good project. By taking that relief off, we're going to save money on repairs on that upper end of the, which watershed is that on the right?
That'd be the Frank Powell.
The Frank Powell. We'll take pressure off of that one. It should alleviate some of the repairs that we do there. We do one on that tile probably every year when we get heavy rains. That water backs up. And by putting this in there, we'll have a relief valve, so to speak, so that water can move out of there and get away a little bit faster, take the pressure off of those tiles. So I would recommend we move forward with the easement agreements, getting this in place.
I'll make that motion that we go forward with that.
Okay. Second.
I will abstain as I am a landowner on the JMJR that it's going through. So we, myself and the other landowner both signed the easement agreement with the Drainage Board based on Tom's putting it together and Dan's review. So that motion passes 2-0.
Have the document here for the board this time.
Next item is the Merrill Brothers Incorporated Performance Bond.
When we did our contractor review last month, they did submit a performance bond. Normally, we do not take bonds. We simply take a cashier's check and put that into an escrow account. So what they did is we gave them back the bond, and they did send us a cashier's check that has been deposited into the contractor's escrow account.
Okay.
So that's just to bring you up to date on that. So they are fully enforced as far as being a contractor for the county.
Good. Easy enough. Next one, Sheldon Whiteman Watershed, repay GDIF.
So the Sheldon Whiteman watershed is here. It straddles the line between, I believe, Michigan and Warren Townships along 500 North and 500 East. It's a pretty small watershed. The current balance of it is, in the maintenance account, is $2,457.78, and it owes $1,673.05 to the General Drain Improvement Fund, and we're just looking for approval to repay the General Drain Improvement Fund that $1,600 balance.
It went into the GDIF due to some rather large maintenance issues we had there. That's been corrected, and now we have not had, I don't believe we had a report this year of a problem there.
Good.
So I recommend that we replenish the General Drain Improvement Fund.
Motion to approve the general drain fund and replace it, so.
Second.
3-0.
Next up, I left my list on my desk that Zach prepared for me this morning. Thank you very much, Zach. I do appreciate you making that for me. This is our open ditch update. The Pelling project, which is Ridenhour's, he's moving forward with that one. He's almost got that one complete. Little Potato Creek, that's Extreme. He is almost done, and actually, by next week, he will have all the brush out and most of the dipping completed. I was out on that one. I don't have any photographs for you, but he's made great progress through there. All the landowners are very pleased with what was done. For the first time in probably 30 years, you can see Clinton Prairie Elementary School from the county road over there, 300 South. So that brush is off of there, and the ditch actually looks in really good shape. We're dredging it now to get it down to the flow line. And the part to be the west of Clinton Prairie, they did an excellent job in there. We were able to see, because there's no water in the ditches right now due to the drought we've been in, we can see the original cut when we get down to it. And that was really neat to see, because normally you don't get to see that. You can go down and find that clay bottom to where they stopped when they constructed that ditch, so it made an excellent way to grade it. So we should see some tremendous improvement in the drainage out in that area next spring when it starts to rain. Brush Creek, Mr. Johnson is on that one. He has called in locates for that. I've been out there last week. He's got no equipment there yet. I will be reaching out to him this week. That one's got a lot of trees on it, and since he hasn't started yet, but the weather has been pretty cold. They didn't work any last week and very little the week before, but they are starting back up again this week due to a little bit better temperatures. I'm gonna reach out to him and see if we can't get Newcomb over there, Extreme Excavating, to maybe take out that brush, because he does have that large brush clearing excavator that's, he just does excellent work with that thing. They can grind those stumps down to the ground. Mr. Johnson's equipment isn't quite that advanced, but I'm going to try to see if I can get those two to work together and maybe get that project done a little sooner so we don't interfere with the planting in the spring. And the Mackenzie Rogers, and that's Johnson also. He hasn't started that one yet either. That's one of the reasons. He's got two of these, and he's getting a little behind. He didn't start when we thought he should have started, when the other guys did. So we're gonna have to talk with him about that and get those moving forward. And then Sims Rogers, we're waiting for someone to start that one also. Who is that one?
Right now?
That was Ridenhour, yeah. But he is making, he's almost got his first one done, then he's got the shorter one.
Cool.
So he should be there shortly.
Good.
And that's all I have for you.
All right, great. Any other business? Anything from the board?
I have nothing.
None? No? All right,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
all right, thank you.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.